అందరికీ స్వాగతం అండి. వెల్కమ్ టు ఆల్. ముందు మనం ఈ కోర్సు ప్రారంభించబోతున్నాం. దాంట్లో ప్రారంభంగా ముందర గణపతి ప్రార్థన, సరస్వతి ప్రార్థన రెండు చేసి, అందులో సరస్వతీదేవికి సంబంధించినటువంటి ఒక ప్రార్థనా శ్లోకం ఏదైతే చదువుతూ ఉంటామో అది మనం ఏ కోర్సు స్టార్ట్ చేసినా, ఏ రోజు ఏ క్లాసు స్టార్ట్ చేసినా మొట్టమొదట అది వస్తూ ఉంటుంది కనుక అందరూ కూడా ఆ శ్లోకం నేర్చుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి. ముందర మనం గణపతి ప్రార్థనతో ప్రారంభిస్తున్నాం. రమణయ్య గారు ప్రారంభిస్తున్నాం. ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. ఓం గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆనశృణ్వన్నోతిభిः సేదసాదనం. ఓం ప్రణో దేవీ సరస్వతీ వాజేభిర్వాజినీవతి ధీనామవిత్రియవతు. ఓం గురుర్బ్రహ్మా గురుర్విష్ణుః గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరः గురుః సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. ఇప్పుడు నేను స్క్రీన్ షేర్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఆ ప్రార్థనా శ్లోకాన్ని డిస్ప్లే చూపిస్తూ ఆ శ్లోకం మనం ప్రార్థన చేద్దాం. నేను షేర్ స్క్రీన్ చేస్తున్నానండి. ఈ శ్లోకం ముందర నేను చదివేస్తాను, తర్వాత అందరి చేత కూడా 5 సార్లు చదివిస్తాను. ఓం శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే. ఈ శ్లోకం అందరూ కంఠస్థం చేయాలి. ఎవ్రీబడి హ్యాస్ టు గెట్ బై హార్ట్. సో ఐ విల్ రిపీట్ ఇన్ స్మాల్ వర్డ్స్. అందరూ మీరు అనుకోండి, మ్యూట్ చేసుకునే ఉన్నారు కదా, మీరు అనుకోండి. శరదిందు, నువ్వు చెప్తుండే గట్టి చెప్పు.
శరబిందు
సమాకారే
సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మ
పరబ్రహ్మ
స్వరూపిణి
స్వరూపిణి
వాసరా
వాసరా
పీఠ నిలయే
పీఠ నిలయే
సరస్వతి
సరస్వతి
నమోస్తుతే.
నమోస్తుతే.
మళ్ళీ శరదిందు
శరబిందు
సమాకారే
సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మ
పరబ్రహ్మ
స్వరూపిణి
స్వరూపిణి
వాసరా
వాసరా
పీఠ నిలయే
పీఠ నిలయే
సరస్వతి
సరస్వతి
నమోస్తుతే.
నమోస్తుతే.
శరదిందు
శరబిందు
సమాకారే
సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మ
పరబ్రహ్మ
స్వరూపిణి
స్వరూపిణి
వాసరా
వాసరా
పీఠ నిలయే
పీఠ నిలయే
సరస్వతి
సరస్వతి
నమోస్తుతే.
నమోస్తుతే.
ఇప్పుడు మనం చిన్న చిన్న పదాలు కాస్త పెద్ద లైన్ అంతా చెప్పుకుందాం. శరదిందు సమాకారే
శరబిందు సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి
పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపిణి
వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే
వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే
సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
ఇంకొకసారి. శరదిందు సమాకారే
శరబిందు సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి
పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపిణి
వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే
వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే
సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
ఈ శ్లోకం కంఠస్థం చేసేప్పుడు జాగ్రత్తలు కొన్ని తీసుకోవాలి, అవి కూడా చెప్తాను. మొదటి లైన్లో ఎక్కడా పర్వాలేదు. రెండో లైన్లో సామాన్యంగా పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపిణి అని దీర్ఘం చెప్తారు. దీర్ఘం చెప్పకూడదు, హ్రస్వం చెప్పాలి, షార్ట్. పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి అంటే సంబోధన ప్రథమ విభక్తి అంటారు. మూడో లైన్ కూడా పర్వాలేదు. అయితే అక్కడ పీఠ అంటారు. పీఠ కాదు, పీఠ. వాసరా పీఠ, ఠకారం వినిపించాలి, అలా పలకండి. వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే. తర్వాత సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే అంటుంటారు కొంతమంది. ఆ దీర్ఘం తీయకూడదు. సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే అని ఈ రకంగా మనం ఈ శ్లోకాన్ని కంఠస్థం చేసుకోండి. మళ్ళీ క్లాస్ నుంచి అందరం కలిపి మనం చెప్పుకుంటాం. ఇదే శ్లోకాన్ని మనం ఇంగ్లీష్ అక్షరాలు కూడా రాసాం, చూసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ అంటే కొన్ని శకారానికి దానికి పైన స్ట్రోక్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇమ్మీడియట్ ఇప్పుడు కుదరలేదు, మళ్ళీ వారం ట్రై చేస్తాం. శరదిందు ఏకపదం ఎంత, ఇక్కడ పైన ఒకటే గీత గీసారంటే ఒకటే పదం. శరదిందు సమాకారే. ఆ దీర్ఘం కోసమని 2 ఏలు వాడాం, డబుల్ ఏస్ వాడాం. పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి. ఇక్కడ ఈ ఇకారానికి ఐ వాడతాం ఇంగ్లీష్లో. రూ అన్న స్వరూపిణిలో దానికి డబల్ యూ వాడాం ఇక్కడ. వాసరాపీఠ. వాకారం వకారం కూడా దీర్ఘం ఉంది కదా, డబల్ ఏ మళ్ళీ. వాసరా అనేప్పుడు మళ్ళీ డబల్ ఏ వస్తుంది. పీ ఐకారం కూడా డబల్ 2 సార్లు వస్తాం ఈ కారానికి. పీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తు తే. ఈ కేర్ తీసుకుని జాగ్రత్తగా చదువుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు మన క్లాస్ యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ ఒక్క నిమిషంలో చెప్తాను. ముందర ఈ ప్రార్థన శ్లోకం అయిన తర్వాత ప్రతిసారి కూడా మన వెంకట గారు సుందరకాండలో ఉండేటటువంటి శ్లోకం ఒకటి మీకు కొన్ని శ్లోకాలు వారు కంఠస్థం చేయిస్తారు. ఇదివరకటి కోర్సుకి ఇప్పటి కోర్సుకి కొంచెం ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఏమిటంటే, ఇదివరకు మనం శ్లోకాలు కంఠస్థం చేయడం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయలేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అంతా వచ్చింది కనుక భగవద్గీత మీరు ఇదివరకు నేర్చుకుంటున్నారు కనుక చాలామంది ఇప్పుడు ఇందులో వాల్మీకి రామాయణంలో ఉండేటటువంటి సుందరకాండ చాలా ప్రాముఖ్యమైనటువంటిది. అందులో ఉండేటటువంటి అతి ప్రధానం అని అనిపించినట్టు అన్ని శ్లోకాలు ప్రధానమైనవే. ఒక నిచ్చెన ఎక్కుతుంటే, ల్యాడర్ ఎక్కుతుంటే ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. కానీ ఇందులో మళ్ళీ ఏది క్రిటికల్గా ఉంటాయో అటువంటి కొన్ని శ్లోకాలు తీసుకుని మనకి గురుగారు వెంకట గారు నేర్పిస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఆ ఒక్కొక్క శ్లోకం చెప్పిన తర్వాత అది వారు కూడా ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలో వారు నిర్ణయిస్తారు. ఉచ్చారణ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఆ శ్లోకం యొక్క సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ మనకి పర్సనాలిటీ డెవలప్మెంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఎంతవరకు అర్థం అవసరం అంతవరకు అది మళ్ళీ నేను చెప్తుంటాను. ఆ శ్లోకం అయిపోయి మళ్ళీ నన్ను కంటిన్యూ చేయమంటే నేను చేస్తుంటాను. ఇప్పుడు వారిదే స్క్రీన్ షేర్ ఉంటుంది, ఇంకా నాది ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం ఉండదు. వారు అదంతా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వారు చెప్పదలుచున్న శ్లోకాలన్నీ కూడా పాఠం చెప్పడం అయిపోయాక అప్పుడు మనకి ఓరుగంటి వెంకటరమణయ్య గారు ఉన్నారు, మనకి ఇంకొక ఉపాధ్యాయులు. వారు పూర్వం టీచర్గా పనిచేశారు, బ్యాంకులో పనిచేశారు, సుదీర్ఘమైనటువంటి అనుభవం ఉంది వారికి. వారు 2 కథలు చెప్తారు మనకి. ఒక గొప్ప వారియర్స్ గురించి ఒక కథ, పంచతంత్రంలో ఒక కథ. 2 కూడా చెప్పింది. అంటే దాంట్లో మనకి నీతి కథలు ఉంటాయి కనుక పంచతంత్రం తీసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. దేశభక్తి అది కూడా మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కనుక మన దేశాన్ని రక్షించినటువంటి దీని యొక్క ఖ్యాతిని అన్ని పక్కలకి తీసుకెళ్ళినటువంటి వరల్డ్ అన్ని డైరెక్షన్స్ తీసుకెళ్ళినటువంటి మహానుభావుల యొక్క మహా చక్రవర్తుల యొక్క కథలు కూడా మనం వింటూ ఉండాలి. వారు టైం తీసుకుంటారు. ఇదంతా కలిపి సుమారు 40-45 మినిట్స్ దగ్గరగా వచ్చాక అప్పుడు 2వ భాగం పార్ట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఆ 2వ భాగంలో మళ్ళీ వేదిక్ మ్యాథ్స్. ఆ వేదిక్ మ్యాథ్స్లో మళ్ళీ ఒక శ్లోకం నేను ఒక శ్లోకం కానీ ఒక పద్యం కానీ ఇలాగే స్క్రీన్ మీద చూపిస్తూ అది కూడా మళ్ళీ కంఠస్థం చేయడానికి వీలుగా మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. అది మ్యాథ్స్కి సంబంధించిన పద్యం కనుక ఇదివరకు మన రామచంద్రులు ఎలా చెప్పుకున్నామో అలాంటి చిన్న చిన్న పద్యాలు ఉన్నాయి, కొన్ని పెద్ద పెద్ద పద్యాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఏది అవకాశం వస్తే అది చెప్పుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. ఆ పద్యం చెప్పుకోవడం, పద్యం తెలుగు అక్షరాల్లోనూ ఉంటుంది, మళ్ళీ ఇంగ్లీష్ అక్షరాల్లో కూడా రాసాం. అంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ స్క్రిప్టే వస్తుంది, తెలుగు స్క్రిప్ట్ రాదంటే పర్వాలేదు. మీనింగ్ కూడా అక్కడ అందులో క్వశ్చన్ ఏమిటి, ఆన్సర్ ఏమిటి, మ్యాథ్స్ ప్రాబ్లం, ఇవన్నీ కూడా అక్కడ అందులో మనకి వస్తుంటాయి.
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, we are able to.
Okay, thank you. Good. So now we are all going to learn Sundarakanda. Sundarakanda, how many of you know Sundarakanda? Sundarakanda, good. So Sundarakanda is part of Ramayana. Everybody knows Ramayana, correct? Ramayana is the first epic, Adi Kavyam, and in Ramayana we have several kandas, 6 kandas primarily, out of which 5th one is a Sundarakanda, and Sundarakanda has 68 chapters, 68 sargas, out of which there are close to 2,800 shlokas. So Ramayana has 24,000 shlokas, out of which Sundarakanda has close to 2,800 shlokas. So out of which the most important shlokas Guru Garu has identified, which are very, very helpful for us to build our personality and improve the moral values. So those shlokas we are going to be learning how to pronounce properly, how to memorize them. So, and also Guru Garu will be explaining the morals behind it and how we will be utilizing this in our daily life. So with that background, so we will be using the script. We have Devanagari script, we have a Telugu script, and also the English script. Okay. So the format will be, I will be chanting, I will explain how we pronounce each one of this, and then one of the students that I will be unmuting, they will be repeating, and everyone will be having, everyone has to repeat loud, clear. Even though you are all on mute, you all have to repeat loud, clear. Okay, two times. One padam, one word. When I'm explaining, you will be repeating two times. So we'll go, as we go through, you will understand the process. Okay, and also in the class itself, we will be memorizing the shloka. We will make an attempt to memorize the shloka and see who all can memorize in the class. Because so it is possible, because most of the many students that have memorized Bhagavad Gita that I have seen here, all have done so, and all others also will be able to do. Okay? So let us start with the first shloka. So the Gurugar has identified this as very important shloka in the 97th shloka of the first sarga in Sundarakanda. If you see, 5 is the kanda number and 1 is the sarga, and the shloka number is 97. Just for your reference, if at all, if you have to refer anywhere else. And so the importance of this shloka is from the, with the moral, assigned task has to be executed. So whenever a task is given, you need to be finishing it, completing it. So that moral we'll be explaining in the right after we understand the pronunciation. So here, whoever understands either Devanagari, Sanskritam or Telugu or English, so if each one of you, anyone can follow the script. So for the convenience, I will be using the English and Telugu. Okay, so we'll start. Kuru. So whenever I'm saying any word, try to repeat it loud. So that's important. When I'm one word I'm saying, you have to say loud. And then after one padam is approximately 8 letters based on the meter, that is the chandas. So 8 letters, 8 syllables is one padam, and 2 padams. We have, once I will chant the first padam and you will be repeating twice, and then second padam twice, and then after that we'll learn 2 padams together. So we'll follow that format. So I will be explaining one word and then we'll be repeating. Okay? Kuru sachivyam. So in English, if you see A with a top line on the top, it's a long A. Okay? Sachivyam, Kuru sachivyam. So if you have a script, you can put a vertical line after sachivyam. Asmakam, Kuru sachivyam, asmakam. Whenever I am pronouncing any words, try to repeat loud within yourself. Okay, loud. That is the key. Even though you are all unmuted, you have to repeat loud. Kuru sachivyam asmakam. So Kuru sachivyam asmakam naha karyam atikramet. So nanaha karyam. So whenever a aha visarga comes before a ka, visarga, this half h, that visarga is that comes before a k or a ka, you have to pronounce that as a ah sound. Nanah karyam atikramet. Always e's are always long. If you see in the English script, it is e. So may, e's are long letters. Always e's are all long letters in the English script. Nanah karyam atikramet. Then kartavyam akritam. So there is an R with a dot below. So it is not a full R, it is a R. In you see kr, in Telugu you say R. So you have to pronounce that as a R. It is not a Ru or it is not a Ri. It is in between. R. Kritam. Kartavyam akritam. Karyam. See A on the long, A on top has a long A. So karyam. Satam. Long A again. Satam. Manyum udirayet. Okay. So now you know each word. So we'll be chanting one padam. Okay. 8 syllables. So Narayana Srikriti will repeat twice once I chant. Okay. Kuru Sachivyamasmakam.
कुरुषाचिव्यमस्माकम् कुरुषाचिव्यमस्माकम्.
So everybody has to repeat loud, very clearly. Okay, even though you're all unmuted, you all have to repeat loud. That's very important. Okay. Nanah karyamatikramet.
ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत् ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत्
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं
सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्
सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत् सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्.
Okay, we'll learn once again one padam together. Okay. Kuru sachivymasmakam
कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं
nanah karyamatikramet
ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत् ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत्
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं
सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्
सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत् सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्.
Okay, so now we will do two padams together. Okay. So we will be sending the script also, and if anyone can take a screenshot, they can use it. Okay. Kuru sachivymasmakam nanah karyamatikramet.
कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत् कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत्
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्
कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत् कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्.
Okay, so we will try to chant the whole shloka and then everybody repeat the same shloka twice. Okay. Kuru sachivymasmakam nanah karyamatikramet kartavyamakritam karyam satam manyumudirayet.
कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत् कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत् कुरु साचिव्यमस्माकं ननः कार्यमतिक्रमेत् कर्तव्यमकृतं कार्यं सतां मन्युमुदीरयेत्.
Okay, so good. So anyone here have want to attempt? So we'll give a chance for one or two students for every shloka, so that we know how well you are understanding, how well you are catching up. Okay. So anyone has memorized or at least can chant this shloka, can raise a hand. Wow, so many kids have. Aditi, Varun, Sai Srijan, Anish. Okay. Let me pick Anish.
Do I tell the meaning of the shloka?
Yeah, no, shloka. So I have to revise. Just chant the shloka.
Guru sachivyamaस्माकं nanah karyamatikramet kartavyam karyam sadam manyudirayet.
Very good job. Uttamam. Anyone else? See, was able to chant here itself in the class. So let us see anyone else. Okay. Yeah. So fine.
Meaning?
No, not yet. We are just only first memorizing, then we'll come to the meaning. Okay. So right now, Arush, you want to try?
Yes. Guru sachivyamaस्माकं nanah karyamatikramet kartavyamkritam karyam satam manyudirayet.
Wow. So many kids have memorized. So that's very good thing. So now Guru Garu will explain the meaning of this shloka. And also we will be, I'll try to send an audio also for this, the way we have learned with the format, similar to one padam and then repeating. So that it will be, anyone who has not memorized in the class will be able to memorize, practice at home. So the objective is whatever shlokas that we are learning in the class, we all have to memorize by next class. Next class we must memorize. So we'll be learning only maximum 3 shlokas in a session. 3 or 4 is the maximum. So today we'll be learning only 2 shlokas, but so the format will be 2 to 3, maximum 4 shlokas in a session. So you should be able to memorize all that before the next week. Okay. So now Guru Garu will explain the meaning of this shloka, the context. Thank you, Guru Garu.
Here, this shloka is directly related with the qualities of friendship. Normally, all the kids will be having strong friendship in the early years, early ages. Subsequently, the friendship will not be that much strong. So actually most important, because you will be mixing with several people. Here, the background of this shloka, there are 3 people. One is Samudra, second one is Mainaka, and the third one is Hanuman. Now the story is, Hanuman is flying over the sea. Over the Samudra he is flying. Samudra has seen Hanuman flying over him. He wanted to help, because Samudra was helped by the forefathers of Sri Rama. They are all intelligent beings. Please understand, Samudra is intelligent. A mountain, Mainaka, is also intelligent. They can see, they can observe. And Hanuman anyway is intelligent. Now this Samudra, he has seen Hanuman flying over him. So he wanted to help Hanuman. He got another person with him. That is Mainaka mountain. He is hiding under the waters. So immediately he requested Mainaka, please get up from the waters to such a height so that Hanuman can take rest on you. Let him take rest for a few minutes or few hours. Then let him proceed. Suppose if you don't do it, you know what happens? It's very bad. Good people normally, if they receive help, they will reciprocate help. If you don't do the help in right time for a needy person, then the good people will be feeling very bad. That actually, now you can see the words, Kurusachivyam asmakam. That is for us. Now you do the thing that is befitting for the friendship. We both are friends. Oh, Mainaka, you are my friend. Who is saying? Samudra is saying. We are good friends earlier. Now there is a requirement for me. You have to immediately rise. Nanah karya. No, I will raise after 3 hours, or tomorrow I will get up. No, this kind of postponement is not acceptable. Immediately you have to start doing it. Because Hanuman is just crossing away. If he goes away, then if you raise later on, then to whom it will be useful? No. In time we have to do it. Nanah karyam atikramet. Our action must be done within the given time. We should not lose time. Kartavyam akrutam karyam. This is a thing that has to be done, essentially to be done. Important work that he is already assigned, that you have to do it within time. Kartavyam. If it is not done in time, then what happens, Then satam manyum udirayet. Hanuman is a good person. He will feel bad. No, this Samudra has not helped me at all. Or he is friends like Menaka, they also are not helped me. Suppose he wants to have some rest in between. Whereas if we don't extend our helping hand, if we don't rise to his help, then what is the use of our existence? So like this, actually, this is about the strong feelings, about a good friendship. So when our friends are, suppose in your life, when our friends, suppose a friendship is bilateral, A helps B and B has to help A. Reciprocation is essential. It's not that it is not one directional. It's not unidirectional. A has to help B when B is in trouble, and B has to help A when A is in trouble. So here, Samudra is requesting or almost ordering Mainaka to help Hanuman. Similarly, we also, the kids actually, you should understand the feelings of a good friend and we should help him whenever he is in troubles. Okay, that is a great meaning given here. Friendship is one of the most important aspects in our life. Please understand this. Thank you, sir. Next story.
So you all understand. So whatever assigned task has to be executed. So now Guru Garu has assigned a task for all of us to memorize these shlokas, understand and internalize these shlokas. Right? So whatever work that is given, we have to follow and make sure that okay, we will go to the next shloka. What Guru Garu has explained, help has to be reciprocated. Okay? So this, let us look at the words one at a time. Krite, like I explained in the previous shloka, R with a dot, R has to be krite. Okay. Cha prati kartavyam, prati kartavyam, krite cha prati kartavyam, esha, you see S with a dot below, so sha. So this is a different, there are three S as well. One will be a sa, like Saraswati Devi, Saraswati Sha as a sa, and other one is Shiva, the Sha that you see in Shiva, and there is another one Sha which is in Vishnu, the way Sha. So the Vishnu Sha, you have to be pronounced as a Sha. Okay, it is in the family of Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Sha, Ra. Okay, so that is Esha Dharma. When you have a script, you can underline the Mahapranas. Wherever you see a Mahaprana, Dha or Tha, Kha, Pha, those you can underline them. Dharmaha Sanatanaha. So Dharmaha, whenever a Visarga is followed by an S or a Sa, the Visarga, the next letter will be duplicated. Dharmas Sanatana. So you have to replace that in your script, or you just put a note that instead of Visarga, the Sa will come. Dharmas Sanatanaha. Esha Dharmas Sanatanaha. The next one, Soyam. So when you see an apostrophe or a avagraha symbol, this is one, that means there is an A embedded in between. So I am tat pratikararthi, tat pratikararthi. Mahapranas underline. Once you have the script, Mahapranas underline pratikararthi. Tvattaha sammanam arhati. Okay. So whenever I am splitting words, try to repeat along with that so that you get used to pronouncing. Krite cha pratikartavyam esha dharma sanatanaha. Soyam tat pratikararthi tvatta sammanam arhati. So now Shri Narayana will repeat one padam. Okay. Krite cha pratikartavyam
कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यम् कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यम्
एष धर्मः सनातनः
एष धर्मः सनातनः एष धर्मः सनातनः
सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी
सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी
त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति
त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति
Okay, so we'll learn two padams together. Krite cha प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः
कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः
सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति
सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति.
So we'll see the whole shloka, okay? Krite cha प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति
कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति.
Okay, good. So anyone of you memorize this shloka? Anyone want to try? Wow. So already several hands have been raised. So yeah, since this is the first class, we'll try to give chances. Okay, so Skanda also has raised. Skanda and Daksha, let's say. Skanda. You want to say?
कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति.
Very good. Pratikararthi. Okay, very good job. Wow. Okay, so Sai Srijana Vemparla. You want to try? Sai Srijana. Go ahead, Sai Srijana.
कृते च प्रतिकर्तव्यमेष धर्मः सनातनः सोऽयं तत्प्रतिकारार्थी त्वत्तः सम्मानमर्हति.
Very good job. You are a very big round of applause. Okay, so good job. We are so happy that you are all memorizing in the class itself. So then the homework is less. So when you memorize in the class, the homework is only to revise. 5 times you have to revise these shlokas. These two shlokas, 5 times you have to revise. Good. Okay, so now I would request Guru Garu to explain the meaning.
Yes. Now here you see, again 2 words are there. Kruteja pratikartavyam. One great scientist is there, Newton. He says, for every action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. It is a natural law, that what he proposed. Exactly, but Newton was born about 400 years back, whereas Sundarakanda Valmiki Ramayana was written several thousands and thousands of years back. The same content, same concept was mentioned here. Krutecha pratikartavyam. Krutecha, if one thing is done, pratikartavyam. You have to reciprocate. Sanatana means it's not old, not the word Sanatana. Is normally people may think it is very old. No. Sanatana means ever fresh. That is, it is Shashwata. Sanatana means Shashwata Dharma. A thing that works in all the tenses, past, present, and future, that is called Sanatana. Ours is not a religion, ours is called, or Hinduism is a Sanatana Dharma, that is original name. The formula given here, the motto given, and the procedure we are supposed to follow is clearly mentioned within 8 letters they have given. Krutecha pratikartavyam. If one help is given, done, then we have to reciprocate it. Now here, who is saying these words? Again, I told you there are 3 people. One is Samudra, is the ocean. Second one is Mainaka, is a mountain. And third one is Hanuman. In the previous shloka that was mentioned, Samudra was speaking to Mainaka. Now, then he was given an assignment. You have to carry out the assignment immediately. Now, second person is speaking to third person. That is, Mainaka is now speaking to Hanuman. Here he says, Kruteja pratikartavyam. That is, one person has received help. Who is that person? Samudra has got the help from the forefathers of Sri Rama. So, Samudra was the recipient of the help. He has to reciprocate. But has Sri Rama come there? No. Sri Rama's assistant is there. Sri Rama's agent is now here. So, even if you help the assistant of Sri Rama, that is equivalent to helping Sri Rama itself. That's what Samudra is feeling. So, on behalf of Samudra, now I am requesting you, please accept the request of Samudra, that is, you please take rest here. Krutecha pratikartavyam esha dharma sanatana. That is, in this land, even the jivas, nirjivas, those things with appearing to be having life, which are appearing to be not having life, but they will be all following the eternal dharmas. Now he has say, what he says is, Soyam tat pratikararthi. Now that Samudra, tat pratikararthi, who has taken previously the help of Sri Rama's forefathers, he is already pending to reciprocate. From long time he is waiting for an opportunity to help back the progeny of Sri Rama's forefathers. Now that has come. Tvatta sammana marhati. Now he wants immediately to help you. Tvattaha sammana. That is, he wants you to accept his request. That is the meaning. That ultimately the concept is the help has to be reciprocated. This is not just only for between Sri Rama and Mainaka or Mainaka and Samudra. It is actually Valmiki, sage Valmiki is writing this kind of statements, not for them, but for our betterment. These are the most important quotations you should get by heart. As you say, for every reaction there is an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, Kruteja pratikartavyam. Simple, that's all. That is a formula given by our Indian sages long back. And actually now he is recalling the formula and putting it into action. Samudra is putting into action, and again the same Mainaka also is putting into action. Now actually, please remember, we have to reciprocate the help whenever we receive help from others. This is the summary of this shloka. Very nice of you. Thank you, sir. Very nice. So today, we are now stopping this. This is second shloka, sir. Okay, sir. Now we are ready to enter into. So with your permission, we'll be going to the second part, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Yes, sir.
Vedic maths. Yes. Now again come back. Very active. I know how you are receiving your Daksha, actually Skanda, Daksha, everybody is very active now. They raise their hands. You will be enjoying it. Okay, sorry. Again, I'm screen sharing it. Sir, you are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can all see, yes.
Nava Sankhya Manikamulaka. Okay? Yes. Last time, actually today, our Vedic maths is starting. Our Bal Bhaskar Gar is just eager to give all his knowledge. But before that, I am bringing one more interesting aspect of our Vedic mathematics. formula are there. But previously, as you learned, Ramachandrulu, Ramabahulu. Please now, at least chant one of you people. Sir, you give permission to one of the persons.
బాహులు రామ రాములు రంగుగా రామవార్థులు రామ సాయక రామ తర్కములు రఘున్ రామ బోధర రామ సాయక రామ పద్మరాశులం రామ వైఖరి ముప్పదేడిత దండి కారిడి చెప్పుమా.
That is a very big poem. I told you that was written by one great mathematician in Telugu land. His name was Pavuluri Mallanna. Pavuluri Mallanna. You know, about 1,000 years back he has written the poem. 1,000 years back. He has written a book actually. That book is called Pavuluri Mallanna Ganitam. Now from the same book I am taking up one more poem. This time I am taking a small poem. You can see this also again. We have to get back. That is, you have to get by heart. You can do it. I know it. Now let us see. There actually again he puts a question. You will be able to answer. Now you see, I have given here Telugu script. Similarly, same transliteration into English also I have given. As you may feel, you can read it whichever you feel convenient. I will see small words. First I will say. Here also this I will repeat 5 times. Nava Sankhya. Now you can repeat for yourself. Nava Sankhya.
సంఖ్య
గట్టిగా చెప్పు. మానికము లోక
మాణికములొక
శివలింగము
శివలింగము
పూజకైన.
పూజకైన
ఇక్కడ నేను కొంచెం మైనర్ చేంజెస్ ఐ విల్ బి డూయింగ్ ఇట్. చెప్పుము.
చెప్పుము
సామోద్భవ
సామోద్భవ
వసు
వసు
లోచన
లోచన
సంఖ్యకు
సంఖ్యకు
ప్రవిమలమగు ప్రవిమలమగు మణుల సంఖ్య
మనుల సంఖ్య
భావించి తగన్.
భావించి తగన్.
మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేస్తున్నాను. నవ సంఖ్య
నవసంఖ్య
మానికములొక
మాణికములొక
శివలింగము
శివలింగము
పూజకైన
పూజకైన
చెప్పుము.
చెప్పుము
సామోద్భవ
సామోద్భవ
వసులోచన
వసులోచన
సంఖ్యకు
సంఖ్యకు
ప్రవిమలమగు
ప్రవిమలమగు
మణుల సంఖ్య భావించి తగన్. ఇప్పుడు మొత్తం లైన్ అంతా చెప్తానమ్మా. నవసంఖ్య మానికములొక శివలింగము పూజకైన చెప్పుము.
శివలింగము పూజకైన చెప్పుము.
సామోద్భవ వసులోచన సంఖ్యకు
సామోద్భవ వసులోచన సంఖ్యకు
ప్రవిమలమగు మణుల సంఖ్య భావించి తగన్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కసారి చెప్తాను. ఇంకేదంటే మనం మధ్యలో మనకి రమణయ్య గారు ఉన్నారు. రమణయ్య గారు ఆల్సో యాక్చువల్లీ హీ హ్యాస్ టు టేక్ సమ్ టైమ్. సో ఐఎమ్ కటింగ్ షార్ట్. I instead of 5 times, just only once more I will do it. Shortly I will go ahead. ఒకసారి ఎంటైర్ పోయం I will read out. నవసంఖ్య మానికములొక శివలింగము పూజకైన చెప్పుము. సామోద్భవ వసులోచన సంఖ్యకు ప్రవిమలమగు మణుల సంఖ్య భావించి తగన్. దీని మీనింగ్ కూడా చెప్పేస్తానండి. ఐ విల్ గివ్ ది మీనింగ్ ఆల్సో. Here important words are there. Nava means its meaning is well known. 9, not 8, 9. Nava Sankhya, that is a number is there, that is 9. The context is one devotee wants to go to Shiva temple. Suppose today we are going to a Shiva temple. What we may be carrying, not we don't just go with bare hands. We are not supposed to go. At least some money also will be taking, or some coins we may be dropping, or some rupee notes we may be putting it, or dollar notes we may be putting it. So in those days, yeah, otherwise, if you are going to a Shiva temple, you may take a coconut or some bananas or some garlands or some flowers like that. In 1,000 years back, what they were carrying, they are carrying precious gems to the Shiva temple to offer in the plate. Precious gems, ratnas, manikyas, manikyal. They were taking. That is so rich India was in those days, 1,000 years back. Just like 1 rupee coins, they are putting the ratnas into the plate before Lord. So now, what he says is, he wants to go to one temple. There he wants to put 9 gems. We also call ratnas as gems. So 9 gems he is going to put in the plate before the Lord. That is one way. Now, he got an offer to come to pilgrimage. Several temples are there. Now, if he wants to go to a long trip, suppose to Dwaraka or Kashi or Rameswaram, like that he wants to go, there are thousands of temples were there. Today, hundreds of temples are there. Thousands of temples were there. In those days, suppose he wants to go to a certain given number of temples, then how many ratnas I should carry from home? Because ratnas will not be available there. So he has to carry. How many ratnas I should take? How many gems I should take in my bag? How many temples he is going? For every temple, he wants to put 9 gems, 9 ratnas, navaratnas. But how many temples he is planning? That he is mentioning in important words. Here is a second line. Here actually in English, you can see English script. Samodbhava Vasulochana Sankhyaku. Here actually there is one word. Samodbhava is one word. Vasu is the second word. Lochana is the third word. Lochana means the eyes of a healthy person. How many eyes normally a healthy person will be having? 2. There are 3 words are there indicating 3 numbers. Second word come back. Then Vasu is there. Vasu means Ashta Vasus are there. There is a group of gods are there. That clan or group, they are called as Vasu group. That Vasu group will be containing 8 gods, mini gods. So whenever the word Vasu comes, it means 8. Then one more word is there in the beginning. Samodbhava. Samodbhava means elephant. Actually in the Shankarabharana cinema also, Samaja Varagamana, we will be hearing the word. Samaja means elephant. The walk of elephant is stylish. And that type of elephants, there are 8 elephants which are lifting this earth. That is our mythology says. So now there are 3 words given. Samodbhava, Vasu and Lochana. You take up the numbers. Samodbhava is 8. Vasu is second digit 8. Then Lochana is 2. Now previously I told you, Ankanam Vamato Gatihi. That is from whichever you say first, that has to go into the 1st place. Whichever you say second time, that has to go into 10th place. Whatever comes last, that has to go into 100th place. So this Samodbhava, the number indicated 8, here by Samodbhava, the word Samodbhava, it goes, that 8 goes into, that is actually here, Samodbhava is going to elephant means 8. You have to, Ashta Diggajas are there. So elephant means immediately 8 you have to remember. That 8 has to go into 1st place. Then second word, Vasu. Again, Vasu also stands for the value of 8. So it has to go into 10th place. Now this Lochana is coming last. So it has to go into the 100th place. So what is the total number coming out? 288. So Samodbhava Vasulochana, all these 3 words constitute a number of 288. What is the 288 here? He wants to visit 288 Shiva temples and the pilgrimage. Then how many ratnas he should carry in his bag? So what it means? Now the question is, what is Nava is already given. That is there for multiplication, there will be 2 numbers. Nava is already given per temple, per Shiva temple, 8 ratnas have to be given. And for the second one, the number of temples is given as 288. The total will be here. What is the question is, what is the value of 288 into 9 is equal to how much? That is the question. Ultimately, the poem is there. We are learning the meanings of rare words. In the mathematical terminology, you are understanding it. And finally, the question also is given and the answer he is expecting us. Now you see, so 288 into 9 is equal to, how do you do it? Here actually, now here see, 9 is equal to 10 minus 1. So it is 288 into, within brackets, 10 minus 1. That is, if we expand, it becomes 288 into 10, 2880 minus 288 into 1, 288. If you subtract, you will be getting an answer of 2592. So we are learning a poem, we are learning the meanings of the words, and ultimately the answer also we will be able to raising it. So this is the beauty of this great poem. Actually, this also indicates the richness of this country about 1000 years back. Unimaginable, taking jumps to the Shiva temple or Vishnu temple. Unimaginable today. We never see anybody in our lifetime who may carry this ratnas like this, ordinary people. Okay, this poem you have to now get by heart for next class. Now, another important faculty member is there. He's just waiting. He kept waiting actually. Sorry, sir, Rana garu. And now, please take up. You take your own 15 minutes or 20 minutes time. No problem. Because today is beginning. We will be scheduling subsequently. As
Namaskara.
Okay, sir. Now I am coming out. I am stopping my share, and you can continue it, sir. Okay. Now you please continue, sir. In your own style, you take about 20 minutes time, sir. Today. Time is 8:55 IST. You can spend up to say 9:15, sir.
Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. So today, just in this part, in the second session, next we are entering to the next portion of this session. So everything is related to the morals. So after these moral slokas from Sundarakanda and this Guru Gari, just Vedic math sloka, now we are coming to the text part. That is, as per the assignment, just we are given a story time session, I think. Just so now we are going to start with this Panchatantra. As you all know, so most of you must have read these books or cartoons, and you have seen the films, and you have heard from your parents and from elders, and you are still reading all these things, I think. But so knowing and learning and listening to these stories is different from knowing the essence of these stories. What is the essence? Why should we learn all these stories? So for that, there is a reason. Panchatantra is nothing but is a complete collection of stories, moral stories, so which we have to learn in our life, and we have to practice them also. So as the story goes, there is a king, so he has got 3 sons, so who are not very knowledgeable or lazy, and they are not interested to learn anything. But being the sons of the king, so the king has thought of getting a very good education to these 3 sons, to his 3 sons, because they are the future heirs of his kingdom and the throne. Without education and without knowing anything about the kingdom and all everything, so they cannot survive. So there will not be any future for them. So that's why he called all the scholars in his kingdom and asked them to educate his son. So whoever is interested and who is capable of educating his sons. So among them, one scholar a learned scholar, Vishnu Sarma, he came forward and he has promised the king so that he is going to educate his sons. So he has taken all these 3 sons to his ashrama, and he started telling them the principles of principles, moral principles and all everything. How he has in the form of stories. So he has initially he has written these things, these stories in Sanskrita in a book, in book form. It's called Panchatantra. Panchatantra means 5. It consists of 5 systems, 5 strategies. So how to lead our life peacefully and comfortably and without any problems and all everything. Because we are living in a society, so we are not alone. So we have to how our behavior should be, and how we have to gain friends, how we have to judge others, and how we have to execute our work like that. So these things are told these to these children in the form of stories. Stories means a bedtime stories like that. So we can say bedtime stories, and these are all moral stories. So these it is the Panchatantra. It is divided into 5 parts. The first part is called Mitralabham. The second part is Mitravedam, and the third part is Aparishitakarakam, and the fourth one is Labdha Pranasam, and the fifth one is Kakaulikiyam. So in the what he has said, so gaining friends, gaining or winning of friends, because so this aspect is very useful to our children, because in the school or in the playground or anywhere, so wherever they go, so they look for some good friends, and also parents usually ask, so whenever a boy goes to the school, so who are your friends there in the school, and what type of friends you have, and we can judge a person from the company of his friend, because if the friend is a good one, so he can learn so many things. So we can judge this person is also good like that. So in the same way, so in the Mitralabha, so he has there will be a main story in each part. So in each part there will be so many characters, animals, and in some cases these human beings, and there will be a lot of conversation take place, and there will be a story within the story. It is a chain of stories. So ultimately, the moral of the story will be only that the particular thing, what is gaining from Mitralabha. So in the first case, Mitralabha, we are going to, so we have chosen a few stories in each part. So today we are taking up this Mitralabha. Mitralabha means, Labha means just gaining. Mitra means just friend. How we have to make friends. So that too a good friend. A friend who helps us in our problems, in our difficulties. So who stands with us during our turbulent times and all everything. Who helps financially, morally, physically, in all aspects. So that's such a type of friend. How we have to get, how to make such a friend. So that is explained in this Mitralabha. So there is a small story here. So there are 2 stories which I am going to explain. So let me first read this, and then you can also, since you are seeing this is scrolled in the screen, so you can also read it. So the elephants and the mice. This is the story of elephants and mice. So in a small village was there. So at one point of time, so there was an earthquake. So the entire village was destroyed. So it was the entire village, a small village. It was destroyed in the earthquake. So nobody was living. Everybody has visited that village. But there is a nearby forest, So a herd of elephants are there, and the village. So some mice. So they have taken shelter. So they are because we can find these mice and everything everywhere in the deserted village. So what is happening? So these herd of elephants, they daily they go to the other side of that village. So they have to pass through this village. So because there is a nearby, there is a river. So there is a river. So these elephants, they go there and they drink and just they bathe in the river, and then they're coming back. They, like the in the middle of this thing. So this village was there. But what is the problem is these mice, they are many mice, they are getting trampled due to these elephants, because under the feet of these elephants, so many mice they are being killed so daily. So what happened? The king of the mice one day approached the elephant king and requested them, please go the other way. So you stretch the other way to go to that river, become trampled. So whenever you pass through this village, so on this road, and thus he requested them. So these elephants, so what they said? Oh no, just they ignored, because they are very small creatures. You are very small creature. So we cannot accede to your request. So there's no way out. So they said like that. They ignored them. So these mice, they said, so we are going to help you whenever the time comes. So what sort of help you are going to give us? You are very small, we are very strong, and we are very big. So that the ego and all everything. Physically, they are strong and they are very big. Their size is bigger than these mice. So what they said, so they ignored this request of these mice, and they are doing this as usual. So one day what happened? So some hunters, they have trapped these elephants. So they were all caught in those by these hunters. So meanwhile, one of the elephant escaped from there, and it reported this matter to these mice. So our boss and other colleagues, so they were all trapped in that in the trap of these hunters. So you have to rescue them. So these mice, they came forward, and they have cut the nets of these hunters. They released these elephants from the trap, those nets. So what they realized this thing, the elephant king, he realized it, and he said, I am very sorry. So I realized that my fault. It is not the size, it is not the strength or the thing. So it is only the intelligence that matters. So it is the help you have rendered to me is very invaluable. I cannot forget it. So from today onwards, we both are friends. We are our friends. So whenever you need any help, yes, we will extend that. And we are not going to pass through this village. As it is very free to you. So you can roam as you like. And then they have guaranteed and they have assured the life of these mice. And they have taken the other route, safe route, and they have become friends ultimately. So this is the gist of the this is the gist of the story. So what this story conveys, so that is a friend in need is a friend indeed. Always be kind to people and grateful for their help. You see, this is the moral of this story. So like this, friendship, you can have so many friends, but who is the real friend? A real friend is who helps you, who saves you, and who assists you, who advises you, who guides you in your difficult times. He is a true friend. So like this, these elephants and mice, they have become friends and they live happily there. So this is the moral of this story. So likewise, in our school or wherever we are there, being our children, so we are very small, but you can make friends so as your choice. But so you should not, you have to judge at the same time who is your friend and what he is doing and what of a friend you are going to get. So like that, you can judge by analyzing the thing, his behavior, from his behavior and his knowledge or whatever it may be. So this is the moral of this first story. This is part of a small story from the Mitralava. Just as I already told you, the Mitralava means the gaining of friends. So this is how you can gain friendship of a person. That's the thing. So
Okay.
in the second part, we are going to learn about the great men, great kings. So one of those, we have many.
రమణయ్య గారు
Just, sir.
ఈవేళ అంటే ఇవాళ బిగినింగ్ కదా, భాస్కర్ గారికి కూడా టైం ఇద్దాం. ఆల్రెడీ
Okay.
ఇంకా 20 minutes
Okay.
ఉంది. ఇంకా
ఇది వదిలేద్దామా? ఇంకోటి.
కాస్త ఈ పూట అంటే మన ఫస్ట్ టైం మనం కూడా ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా, ఎలా చేస్తే
Okay.
బాగుంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నాను. కైండ్లీ
Okay, just let me have this feedback now, whether they have just a small feedback. The feedback. That's it. If anybody wants to say anything, that's
ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ లో మన వెంకట్ గారు కలెక్ట్ చేస్తే హీ విల్ కలెక్ట్. నో ప్రాబ్లం.
Venkat garu, just.
He will correct. He will inform us privately.
So if it is okay, then just we can switch over to them.
We'll proceed.
It's very good, sir. Bagundi.
మంచి స్టోరీ
Bhaskar
చెప్పింది.
garu.
సార్ రమణయ్య గారు
భాస్కర్ గారు
Yeah, Ravana, చెప్పండి సార్.
సో రమణయ్య గారు ఈజ్ హ్యాండింగ్ ఓవర్ మైక్ టు యూ
యా షూర్
వర్చువల్లీ. ఓకే రమణయ్య గారు మీరు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేశారా?
స్టాప్ చేయండి.
నేను బయటకు వచ్చినా
మీరు వచ్చేయాలి.
మీరు స్టాప్ చేయండి.
అది ఇప్పుడు ఆయన వస్తారు. భాస్కర్ మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయాలి. మీరు కనిపిస్తున్నారు.
Okay. Hi friends, how are you? Think you have enjoyed your new year because you are in US. Okay.
Physically, I have not seen Bhaskar Garu also for last 3 months. He has gone to his native place. He is working from home, from his village. Please proceed.
Today we will learn a new shortcut technique to learn the tables from 11 to 20. Previously we discussed the 9th table. You know why I have skipped the 10th table. All of you know why I have skipped the 10th table. No need to explain, I think so. Right? Because just appending the right side 0 will become the result of the 10th table. So after that, now let us see between 11 to 19 how we can learn very easily, very shortcut without pen and paper. Now itself you can say, if you know up to 9th table, you can say up to 100th table. When I am mentioning table means you consider up to 1 to 10 only. Don't consider all the multiplication. All the multiplication techniques we will discuss as part of Vedic mathematics. Now we are preparing the stage for Vedic mathematics. Before going into that part, you should know, you should have at least a common basics, fundamentals of tables, addition basics, and all those things. Without these things, if we discuss the bigger concepts, because of the lack of gaps in the knowledge, you cannot understand the bigger concepts. That's why I am fulfilling all the prerequisites, and then I am taking you to the bigger concepts. Today I'll teach you within the 10 to 15 minutes time. I will teach you how you can calculate without pen and paper, how you can calculate 11 to 20 table. In next session, let us discuss 20 to 100 table. Okay, on that day I will take 30 minutes. Ramanaya garu, I am informing early.
You are granted. Thank
you, sir. So
Then we can plan it in future.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So hope all of I am assuming that you all know up to 1 to 10th table. That is the prerequisite to learn from 11 to 20 table, 11 to 19 table. In the next class, I will discuss how we can learn 1 to 20 to 100th table, the shortest technique. For example, 17 into 9. 17 into 9. Now you just focus on 7 into 9. 7 into 9, how much? You can respond in the chat box. 7 into 9, how much? Yes. 7 into 9. Most of the people responded. I am checking how much active you are on the session. That's why I am asking you to ping. Okay. 63. Even though other person answered, if you are answering, then I can consider it as you are listening and you are responding. Don't think that someone has answered, I need not answer. You do your part. Someone has chanted the mantra. You also have to chant the mantra. You have to do your part. Yeah, thank you. Everyone is responding. Yeah, that kind of response is required for everything. In Sundarakanda, when Ramanaya sir is asking anything, please respond quickly. With your response, we will get the energy. Every faculty will get every trainer, every teacher, every faculty will get the energy when you are responding. When you are responding, you will get the energy. Okay. 7 into 9, you just focus on, leave about this one. 7 into 9, 63. Okay. Now just listen. Yeah, enough. Everyone is listening. Okay. 7 into 9, 63. Just leave about this 3. Ones place digit. Just add that 9 to this. That is the answer. You can experiment with anything. 16 into 7. 6 into 7, how much? Please respond. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. 6 into 7, 42. Just listen. 6 into 7, 42. Just add 7 to this. Leave about the ones place digit. Just add 7 to the 10th place digit. That will give the answer. Okay. Without using pen and paper, now itself you can try. 16 into 8, 6 into 8, 6 8s are 48, 4 plus 8, 12. That means 128. Just do this without pen and paper and put it on the chat box. God is observing you. God is watching you. Don't use pen and paper. Yes. Okay. Only brain calculation. No pen and paper. Okay. Yes. This kind of response is required. Okay. Be alert. Okay. Superb response. So when you are doing a tables, You should not think from now onwards without pen and paper. Yeah, Arish, you can ping the question. Okay, 8 into 6, 48. Just add the digit. This is 108. This technique is applicable only for 11 to 19, and table means 1 to 10 only you consider. I am mentioning the conditions completely.
Kalpi Lakshmi.
Varun Nanduri is asking what is the sutra for this. We can directly, we can't say, but it is comes under Antyoh Reva formula, sutra. If you know 1 to 9th table, you can do it 11 to 19 easily, and as well as second part, continuation, 20 to 100 tables also very easily. Okay. I can say instead of this as a mantra, I can say it as a technique. Okay. Can you repeat the conditions, please? Yeah. This is applicable only from 11 to 19 tables. Table means 1 to 10 only, 1 to 10 only, single digit only, even 10 also. 10 means when you are multiplying with 10 means putting 0 at the end. So 1 to 9 only. 1 also you need not remember, you need not do anything. 18 into 1, 18, 17 into 1, 17. So leave about 10 and 1. 2 to 9. That means one side 11 to 19, another side 2 to 9. Okay. Just a technique. Now you do it. All of you please respond very quickly without using pen and paper. Speed matters most here. Okay. If you are not feeling comfortable, then use pen and paper. Okay. If you are able to do it without pen and paper, that is excellent. If you are feeling something not comfortable, then use pen and paper. But don't sit idle. The concept, can you please explain it again? Sure. Swara Falguni Veturi, definitely. I am repeating the concept for the benefit of people who didn't get this. I am repeating once again. Please listen. When a number when you are doing a multiplication of, for example, 16 into 9. Okay. Don't bother about the second digit, just 6 into 9. Falguni, you respond. How much? 6 into 9. 6 into 9. Yeah, 54. Please catch the concept. Please focus here. Here 9 is there, right? Leave about the ones place in the result. Just add 9 here. To tens place digit. Okay. 5 plus 9, how much? 14. That is the answer. Did you get it? Falguni? One more example. One more example. I will give 2 more examples. Don't worry. For example, 13 into 8. Okay. Now you check. Focus on 3 into 8 only. 3 into 8. 24. Add 8 to 3. $104. Okay. If you know 1 to 9th table, very easy technique to learn 11 to 19. And in next class, I will discuss 20 to 100 also. Okay. Don't worry. You can do it. And you can share this knowledge with your near and dears proudly. And next one, all of you please do this and respond quickly as possible. If you can do without pen and paper, that is great. If not, do it with pen and paper, but don't sit idle. Response is mandatory. We are checking who are not responding. So please respond. Okay. Now next. Ready for the next one? I am giving the next question. Hope everyone is using this technique. So from now onwards, Vedic Maths class will be like this only. I'll be explaining for 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be expecting the responses from you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
ఏమైనా అడుగుతున్నారా క్లోజ్ దగ్గరికి వద్దాం ఇంకా వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడదాం.
Sure. అయిపోయింది. Thank you all. Hope everyone liked this technique.
Okay.
I'm handing over to you.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఈ పూట సెషన్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ లాస్ట్ అవర్స్లోకి వస్తున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు కూడా ప్రధానమైన కార్యక్రమం అయిపోయేప్పుడు కాయేన వాచ శ్లోకం కూడా మనం చెప్పుకుంటాం. ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ మీద పెట్టట్లేదు, అందరికీ వచ్చే ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నాం. రాకపోతే నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ అది కూడా పెట్టుకుందాం. ఇప్పుడు మొత్తం ఏకంగా శ్లోకం చదివేద్దామండి. తర్వాత పిల్లలు ఎవరైనా ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఉంటే తర్వాత పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, అది మనకు పర్వాలేదు. ఎంతసేపు అయినా ఓపెన్గా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. అది ఈ శ్లోకంతో చెప్పదలుచున్న విషయం అయినట్టుగా మనం భావించుకోవచ్చు. ఓం కాయేన వాచా మనసేంద్రియైర్వా బుద్ధ్యాత్మనా వా ప్రకృతే స్వభావాత్ కరోమి యద్యత్ సకలం పరస్మై నారాయణాయేతి సమర్పయామి. హరి ఓం తత్సద్ బ్రహ్మార్పణమస్తు. నౌ if time permits, actually Venkat garu, now you can engage the students. Leave the ball to them open.
Very, very interesting, and so happy to see all the kids back after a break. So everyone now is coming back with more and more energy. Everybody wants to learn Vedic mathematics. They were missing stories. They want to learn shlokas. So see, Sujana, Skanda, so many people are excited. Just 2 small announcements. One is the WhatsApp group is there. I think most of you must have been already included, added. If there is anyone who is not in that WhatsApp group, please join. I will send that group link here. That is one announcement. And other one is the link to the class is also added into the WhatsApp group description. So the class link will be the same every week. That is one. The third one is the Sundarakanda shlokas and the audios, whatever the way we learned. I have put those also in a Google Drive link, and that description that is also added in the group description of the WhatsApp group. So you have one place to look for everything. The if you see, look at the group description of the Ancient Indian Knowledge class 2 WhatsApp group. So you will be able to see the link for the class, link for the Google Drive with the Sundarakanda shlokas and the audios. So, and if you have not registered, please go through the registration. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Guru Garu, you have a question.
Yeah. Today, actually, I got the list of participants and their phone numbers also they have given. I tried to send the WhatsApp message, but the phone numbers given by few people, about 7 people I got, then their WhatsApp facility is not being displayed. So WhatsApp is not accepting them to be is not allowing me to send the messages. So I request, about 8 people are there. I request them, please confirm. I have the list of numbers actually. Privately, I will again communicate to them. Please confirm whether they are having the WhatsApp facility or not. Okay, they are not allowed. They are not allowed into the WhatsApp group actually. They are not allowed into WhatsApp.
We will send one email with the link also for the WhatsApp group and also the Google Drive, so that you all can see if at all you missed to see in the WhatsApp group.
Today morning, what I have done is I sent mail to all the people, all the participants whose list is available with me by yesterday evening. I sent it. Unfortunately, I came to know that few people, they got blank mails. That is, the attachment was not released to them. Though I sent the attachment because others have got it. So in case this kind of things happen, I request all the participants to immediately contact me by phone for a few seconds and intimate me, because nobody should lose the opportunity of learning. We should never receive any complaint about their not getting the links or the meeting number or password like this. So this is a sincere request to all to see that full information is available with the participants or their parents actually. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I sent the WhatsApp link once again in the group now, in the chat right now.
Okay, sir.
And I'm also sending the class, the Google Drive also, whatever I mentioned just now. So in case if you have missed to get added into the WhatsApp, so you have the information already. And then the class link for Zoom will be the same. So next week also. Okay.
So one small request, sir.
Yes, sir.
Students, everyone should be thorough with thorough up to 19th table by next week, by next class. Yes, by next week, I will be picking the students randomly and asking. Okay.
And also, I think you thought of putting some small quiz on the previous portions, whichever we have already covered, because it's not just only from today onwards. Those students those children who have attended the previous course and some formula were already explained to them. Yes, he may ask the questions in that portion also. If they are available now, they are participating in this course now. Okay, that also they should be thoroughly prepared with the old material also, please. So, Krishnaveni, she has some question. I am able to see only one person. You can.
నాకు ఒక ప్రశ్న ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు మనము లెజెండ్ కూడా చేస్తున్నామా?
చేస్తాం అమ్మా, చెప్తాం. లెజెండ్స్ కూడా చెప్తాం. ఈవేళ మనకి మ్యాటర్ చాలా ఎక్కువ పెట్టుకున్నాం. ఇంకా మీ బ్రెయిన్ లో తోసేద్దాం, గబగబా పెట్టేద్దాం, క్యాప్సిల్ కింద పెట్టేద్దాం ట్రై చేస్తాం. కానీ టైం మేము ఒప్పుకోవట్లేదు. దానికోసం ఇబ్బంది అయిపోతుంది. అసలు ఇంకో 2 hours పెట్టినా కానీ మీరు కూర్చునేట్లాగే ఉన్నారు, మేము చెప్పేట్లాగే ఉన్నాం. కానీ ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళు ఒప్పుకోరు కదా. అందుచేత మనం నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఇంకా బాగా అంటే ఈవేళ మనకి ఒక్కొక్కటి ఎంత టైం పడుతుందో నోట్ చేసుకున్నాము. దాన్ని బట్టి మనం నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా ప్రిపేర్ అవుదాం. ఒకవేళ అవ్వదనుకో నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో ఇప్పుడు లెజెండ్తో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం, తర్వాత పంచతంత్రం పెట్టుకుంటాం, రకరకాల కాంబినేషన్స్ ట్రై చేస్తాం. మొత్తం మీద బాగా మీకు అన్ని చెప్పే వదిలిపెడతాం. చెప్పకుండా మాత్రం వదిలిపెట్టాం. ఓకే, నైస్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. అయ్యా మరి ఇంకెవరన్నా ఉన్నారా?
Sai Srijana, you have some question? Vempati.
Yes, sir. I have two questions. Like the first one is, should we know the first course of the maths for the second course?
No, it's not essential. It is additional. It is optional. If suppose if you have not got that material, it's not that you cannot understand the next one. Actually, this is called a lateral entry. Anywhere you can join, which that part you will be understanding it. The previous portion will not become a hurdle for you. Okay, even if you are not studied, it's not making any difference for you. You will be able to understand it.
Okay, sir. And can you start and end fix the timings properly? Like because if I have any other class, it can be.
I could not understand. Sir, what is this?
Can you fix the timings for the class?
Yeah, this is the time.
The time is fixed. Yeah, time is fixed.
Today's
8
time,
PM.
whatever has, actually, we would like to fix it up like that. We don't want to change it. As per Indian IST, Indian Standard Time, 8 to 9:30. Starting
8 to
point is
9:30.
fixed. 8 o'clock is fixed. Ending point, few minutes it may expand. But it will not be cut short. It will never.
Yes, sir. Not only slokas, can you mail even other documents like the Vedic math sloka?
Definitely. Whenever it comes. Today I showed you one Telugu poem I told you. Like that.
Yes, sir.
Definitely will be showing the documents also. The display will be both
No,
in.
can you send the
Sanskrit-
document?
Pardon me?
Can you send the documents in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, but actually, no, that is extra. It's not required. It's
You
not.
should take a screenshot, Amma. You can take it in screenshot. It's only one page.
తీసుకోండి. ఇంకేదంటే వీఆర్ రన్నింగ్ సెవరల్ కోర్సెస్.
Yeah.
It's not only one course. Actually, several courses are there.
The continuous one we will share. Like Sundarakanda, we are
Yes.
because it's a series of all the shlokas, so we will share. And if there is a one-off thing that comes, please take a screenshot of it.
You can proceed. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, Venkat garu,
Yeah, good, Andy.
so shall we take? Shall we?
Yeah. So you have seen the children memorizing, practicing in the class itself, right? Pronunciation and all, and also the mathematics. Everybody is excited. Everyone is really excited.
Exactly. That's
Kids
it.
are not even leaving from the class.
Everything, sir. The name of Hanuman itself is wonderful. And this Sundarakanda is all his heroism has come out. Single-handedly he fought. Single-handedly. No support from him from any other source except the divine source. A wonderful story which we have taken up, and the students will be, the children will be excited definitely. And the moral stories, actually the purpose of all these stories, maths, everything, I'm telling you children, the rock foundation is the morals which you will be maintaining subsequently. Your life will shine as long as you keep up the morals. So what Ramana Garu is taking up is most fundamental, most essential. Other things you may have, if not this story, some other story, but the morals, they will never change. That we should keep it. Okay, we'll spend some time for that also. Definitely.
Okay.
So with all
Thank you
this,
all.
children, we'll meet again next week, promptly by the same
Next
time.
Saturday, same time.
Thank you, sir. Venkat garu.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can send a message to Sri Vedabharti in the email or
Yeah.
Ramana Garu, or there is a phone
No,
number.
please let them send them this kind of queries, any query for me, because
Yes.
let
Yeah.
there be one common point where we will
Correct.
be able to share it. If required, I may contact them. Otherwise, I may myself may give the answers.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
thank you all. Namaste. Namaskar. Okay, thank you.